Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and get ready, Ethereum holders, because we have brand new patterns here that I will be covering in just a moment. Also, in Ethereum news today, we have nearly $6 billion worth of Ethereum that have been permanently deleted. But more on that later in the video, so definitely stick around to the end of the video so that you don't miss out on any of this important information. And just before you jump into it, you might as well leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. And of course, it is completely for free to hit those buttons down below. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight to what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Ethereum to US dollar chart on the 4-hour time frame. And of course, we've got this cup and handle pattern that I talked about yesterday on the channel. But in that video, I had this line of resistance as a horizontal line. So you can see that I've slightly adjusted that to fit in some of these other touch points because we have now got more confluence around this line of resistance. And so this line of resistance that Ethereum needs to break above in order to set up the price target is coming in at just underneath 3.4K. So really, if we break above 3.4K, that is how you know that we are potentially setting up the price target for this pattern. And of course, on top of getting above 3.4K, we also need to see some confirmation, such as a spike or surge in the volume. Or if we don't see that, we would really need to see some sort of retest to flip that previous resistance into new support. But anyway, if we can see a confirmed breakout above this point of resistance, then the technical price target to the upside is coming in at around 3.8K approximately. So from the point of the breakout to that price target, you're talking about a 14% gain approximately, which is obviously a pretty good opportunity if that does end up playing out. Now zooming into the 2-hour time frame for Ethereum, and what we have here is an ascending line of support and a descending line of resistance, meaning that we are now also forming a symmetrical triangle pattern. Technically speaking, a symmetrical triangle pattern, also known as a horizontal triangle pattern, isn't necessarily overly bullish or overly bearish. It is somewhat more of a neutral pattern, meaning that we need to wait for a break above either resistance or support in order to confirm the next price target. If Ethereum sees a confirmed break above this point of resistance, which is that same resistance line we were just looking at for this cup and handle pattern. So once again, that is coming in at just underneath 3.4K. But if we can see a breakout above that, we've still got the same sort of price target at around 3.8K. But if Ethereum cannot break above that point of resistance, and if we see another rejection there, then this line of support is coming in at approximately 3.3K. And if we see a confirmed break below that level, then the technical price target to the downside is coming in at approximately 2.9K. And if you're zooming out on the daily time frame for Ethereum at 2.9K, we also have the golden pocket, which we have already seen a bounce from, and we have already confirmed those sort of price levels as major supports back at the end of the September correction. And something else that is important to mention here is the fact that the Ethereum RSI on the daily time frame entered into oversold territories around a week ago, and that was the first time we did that in nearly 2 years. So that provided us an amazing buying opportunity, and of course, anyone that bought those lows so far are into profits right now. And that Ethereum that I accumulated down towards $3,000, I am still holding that Ethereum, and in fact, I'll continue to hold that Ethereum for at least the next few months, because more often than not, if the price sees a successful bounce from the golden pocket, we usually see a trend reversal from that level. Now giving you a quick update on the estimated leverage ratio for Ethereum, and right now we are still pretty much sitting at record highs, which basically means that there's a lot of leverage on exchanges at the moment relative to the amount of Ethereum on exchanges. So essentially, more and more traders are taking bigger and bigger risks at the moment in their trades, having more and more leverage. And usually this sort of thing ends in some sort of liquidation event. We usually see a flush out in all of this leverage, and that is nothing new for Ethereum. We've seen that time and time again. And so the type of pattern that we're seeing build up right now, with the leverage going to the upside and the price going to the downside over the past 1 to 2 months approximately, is very similar to what we saw back in June and July last year. As you can see, the leverage was going to the upside as the price was going to the downside over the time frame of around 1 to 2 months before we eventually saw a collapse in the leverage, and that was in the form of a short squeeze, which pushed the price of Ethereum to the upside leading into August. So this is one of the many reasons why I am still leaning bullish over the next few months or so for Ethereum, and why I am still dollar cost averaging into Ethereum and once again holding for the next few months. It's important to mention that that is not financial advice. I'm just telling you my personal Ethereum strategy. And what we can see here is the total amount of Ethereum that has been permanently deleted is approaching $6 billion. The longer term subscribers on this channel would already know what this is, but for anyone new to the channel, this is Ethereum that has been permanently deleted over the past half a year approximately, as this is the results so far of the Ethereum Improvement Proposal 1559 upgrade that was included in the London hard fork upgrade. And if you have no idea what that means, basically EIP 1559 was essentially an upgrade to Ethereum. Before we had the EIP 1559 upgrade, the Ethereum miners, the people mining Ethereum, received the Ethereum Ethereum block reward every single block, and they also receive the Ethereum transaction fees on the network, also known as gas fees. And now, after we have seen the EIP 1559 upgrade, the majority of Ethereum transaction fees, also known as gas fees, are no longer sent to Ethereum miners, and instead they are permanently deleted. They are burned forever. So right now, Ethereum miners are still owning the block reward if, of course, they guess the right block, and they can still earn some Ethereum transaction fees in the form of tips. So basically, if you wanted to speed up your Ethereum transaction and make it a high priority transaction, you can choose to pay a higher transaction fee, and in that case, the Ethereum miners can earn some transaction fees. But once again, the majority of transaction fees, which right now are really high, are actually getting burned. So in case you haven't figured it out already, this is very bullish for Ethereum in the longer term, because this $5.8 billion worth of Ethereum no longer exists, meaning that Ethereum's inflation rate is decreasing and we are actually approaching deflation, which basically means Ethereum is getting scarcer and scarcer. And if there's less available Ethereum to go around, that means there's less Ethereum to be sold, which means less selling pressure from the Ethereum miners. And it also means that it is slowly going to become harder and harder to accumulate Ethereum. So from a buyer's standpoint, eventually they will have to bid at higher prices in order to accumulate more Ethereum, because there's simply not enough Ethereum to go around. But once again, this is bullish for Ethereum's long-term future, which means in the shorter term, as in days, weeks, and months, we can still experience some bearish price action. But if you're talking about years worth of price action, generally speaking, Ethereum trends to the upside. Also, taking a quick look at the Bitcoin dominance here on the daily time frame, right now we are testing right at the bottom of this line of support, which is coming in at around 39 to 39.5%. So basically, if we see the Bitcoin dominance break below around 39% with some follow through here and really some more confirmation of the break below this line of support, then in that case, that could signal the continuation of this altcoin season that we've technically been in since around the end of October. And for any of the beginners out there, an altcoin season just means that altcoins are doing better than Bitcoin on average. And as always, if you want to stay up to date in the crypto markets at all times, make sure you follow me over on my Twitter, and the link to my Twitter is in the description down below and also in the pinned comment. And if you made it this far in the video, you might as well leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. And before you click off, make sure you're checking out one of these uploads if you haven't already. I've got a trading tutorial video and a passive income video, so these can both help you make even more money in the crypto markets. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.